Let them rip. 12.50. They're off in the Breeders' Classic. Immediately, Twilight Hour goes back to a conspicuous last, and Misty Dawn, the short price favourite, sails straight into the lead, about 2 lengths on Flight to Fantasy, about a neck third on the inside Vigil, a length gap to Nanaimo, and 3 lengths to Twilight Hour. As they go round the first corner, 9.50 to travel, and the pilot is Misty Dawn, about a length and a quarter Flight to Fantasy. So Die on Flight to Fantasy. He's not going to let months on Misty Dawn get too big a break, and at the 800 crossing, Misty Dawn only a half length on Flight to Fantasy, 2 lengths away third Vigil, racing on the inside of Nanaimo, and 2 lengths further back Twilight Hour. Again, Chris, that is on the leader, and Misty Dawn quickens up coming down towards the home corner. It's Misty Dawn, 500 to race, about a length and a half Flight to Fantasy, starting to hang, and Die showing at the whip. In third spot on the inside Vigil, and 2 lengths Nanaimo, and 2 lengths Twilight Hour. Now in the straight and coming along towards the 250, and Misty Dawn, he's nursing on her. Now he again goes for her. Misty Dawn put 4 lengths Vigil. Flight to Fantasy will run last, and then Twilight Hour, but Misty Dawn down to the 150 looked the better the day, and it's certainly going to work that way. Only interest in mine is Vigil second, and then Nanaimo with Twilight Hour, but what a win to Misty Dawn. Misty Dawn from Vigil, Twilight Hour and Nanaimo, and Flight to Fantasy went shockingly and failed to beat a rival to the post. Well,
for Misty Dawn, Super Tab, $2.140, 2 Vigil, 2 even, no third.
And $1.30. $2 and $1.30. The real good thing of the day is home, eh? Number 2, Vigil, 2.40 and no third for number 6, Twilight Hour. I couldn't believe how badly Flight to Fantasy went there. So there's got to be a big query as to whether she's come back this time in. Misty Dawn by Mr. C from Arch of Glory. Brown mare 4 Billy Prain for Fred Peter. H and Mrs. J.R. Charlton and Mr. C.L. Crow. C Months beating 2 Vigil by Dane Hill Cumley Lass Bay mare 4 C Connors L. Beasley, and 6 Twilight Hour by Starway Oshie. Max Lee's Jimmy Cassidy. So the numbers are about to come up. 4, 2 and... Oh, number 5. Number 5 has ended up third, Nanaimo, eh? It's just cut number 6, Twilight Hour, third. Gee, you've got to allow a little bit for that inside horse from this angle, obviously over on this track. So it's 4, 2 and 5. Misty Dawn, Seamonths first, Vigil second, and Nanaimo number 5, third by Rory's just a coat Nord, Neville McBurney, John Marshall. Twilight Hour the closest of fourths, and number 3 ran last, Flight to Fantasy. Time was 1:14.84, 1:14.84. That will be a race record. Course record is 1:13.13, so the steward's certainly justified, and they're upgrading to slow. And we're awaiting the margins, 4.5 lengths by half a neck, 4.5 lengths, half a neck, and here are the totes. Number 4, the winner, Misty Dawn, $2, $1.30. Number 2, Vigil, $2.40, no third for 5. Quinella paid $5.80, $5.80, $11.40 was the exacta, $11.40, and the trifecta $42.70, $42.70, and the sectional time $35.96. The Nissan Expressway is the 4th of the day, and 2 Moss Rocket out along with 3 legal agents, 6 and 8 Proud Player, dipping 4 going around. The openers will be along soon, but right now.
Okay, time to update Brisbane as they're moving up.
This is worth $100,000 overall, the Nissan Expressway Stakes. Smallest field we've seen for many a year. Can Grande behaving well, Juggler on the inside. Racing this time, Can Grande bounced out in front and leads about 3/4 to a length early. Second is Al Soler, a length Rivada, 1.5 to Juggler. Can Grande, little difficulty leading now as they come down to approach the 900. It's about a length clear on Al Soler. York's got a good grip on the favourite. Third, another 2 lengths further away is Rivada, and about 2 lengths further back Juggler. This is the order racing along towards the 700. And Can Grande now increasing his lead on Al Soler to 2 lengths in third spot, 2.5 away Juggler, and a half length on his outside as they race up to the home corner, Rivada. Can Grande, well, things are being made to order for him, and the favourite swings into the straight and rails well. Can Grande for the run down to the wire, 2.5 Al Soler, a length and a half to Juggler. He's starting to warm up, and 3 lengths Rivada, but Can Grande at the 200. He's about 2 lengths clear of Al Soler, battling on well, and Juggler third, another length away. York goes for Can Grande. Al Soler running a mighty steady race, and so too Juggler. Can Grande getting very tired. He'll hang on and win it. Yes, he's just got in. Can Grande narrowly from a photo, Juggler or El Soler, and then came Ravada, who was last in the field of 4. Oh, he got very tired.
Just the one dividend payable for Can Grande for the win 170.
Number 4, Can Grande, has returned a dividend of $1.70 on the win tote only. Juggler and El Soler going across in a close photo finish for the second and third placings. Can Grande making it now 14 wins from 15 starts, the last 8 in a row. And he was able to lead on his ear, but he got very tired in the last 50-odd metres. Whether he's much more at home on firm footing than the slow today, I don't know. 4-1 and 5 are official. Can Grande, Brian York first. Number 1, Juggler, Shane Dye second, and 5, didn't he run a great race? El Soler, he's a good wet tracker. Kevin Moses third. And a fair way back to Ravada fourth and last.
Back-tab treble, $102.
Grande from Della Scala, grey gilding 4, raced by Cliff Bashford, his trainer, and Bob White. Brian York aboard. He's started to develop a very close association with this nice grey horse. Juggler second, well, he's come back in fine fettle. He hasn't been able to win at any of his 6 campaigns now. First up, but he looks as though he's come back in great nick. By Jugar from Cashelin, Bay Gelding 5, Gay Waterhouse, Shane Dye, El Soler, a Grey Gelding 6, Altdorf, Joy's Sunbeam, has picked up for his connections $8,000, trained by Bruce Flick at Coffs Harbour, Kevin Moses. Quinella and NSW $1.70, the Exacta paid $2.80, and the trifecta is $4.90, extra double pair of 4s $3.50. The margins are coming up now in a blanket finish. It is a short neck by half a head. Short neck by half a head. So we've had some tight racing out here on this inside grass this afternoon. All right, more Sydney news in just a moment. Here's the 600 sectional, 35-35. 35-35. Now, Rodney with the update for...
OK, let's update Brisbane race 4 ahead of the 70, ahead of number 8, Jadiva Bell, the sub, 480 and 190. Third pick would be number 4, Salius, $6.250, and number 10, which is Hong Kong Star, $7.80 and $2.50. Here's Brian.
Racing down here in Melbourne today, here at Sandown. Nice warm day, just in the lower 20s. Just a slight breeze up, but making no
correct weight to Gold Coast, correct weight on 645.
The previous. For the 1,000, they're just about ready to go. Just Sterling, gate number 1. Set for the Chester Manifold. Lights on, they're off and running. Bounced out in a good line. Jadiva Bell getting back after the start. She wasn't inclined to race early. Salius and Zuccarino, Just Sterling first out from Quick Fix. Hong Kong Star pushing forward. Istadad is right up behind them, 5th in the early point. From the outside, Salius crossing over now. Nearly a length, Just Sterling easing back inside. Zuccarino 3rd. Hong Kong Star 4th, but 3 out. 2 further back, Quick Fix covering up Istadad. 2 lengths, Proposer Toes. 1 Maguan, that Arctic Scent from Seasky. Peep on the sly. 2 to Jadiva Bell, who's back along the inside now. And near the tail is Cammy's Boy. Coming off the back now, they race towards the 850 metre mark. And Salius in front now, a length of Zuccarino. 3rd, Just Sterling. Hong Kong Star is 4th. 1 to Quick Fix, followed by Istadad, and then Proposer Toast Maguan. Arctic Scent, Peep on the sly, Cammy's Boy, then Seasky, and Jadiva Bell back last. 650 out, Salius about a half in front of Zuccarino. Hong Kong Star is 3 out, running 3rd, a length into Just Sterling on the fence 4th. Then Quick Fix, Proposer Toast, Istadad, further back Maguan. Arctic Scent is bailed up on the rail. Then Peep on the sly in the home straight, and further back in the race, then Seasky. Jadiva Bell back last, Cammy's Boy in front of it. Zuccarino raced to Salius now as they go down towards the 200 metre mark. Zuccarino got up to Salius from Just Sterling. Hong Kong Star, not much from behind from Peep on the sly. Zuccarino in front of Salius. Istadad flashing through late, but Zuccarino will score. Zuccarino, a half-length Salius, a blind, a 3rd ahead away is Istadad. Then Hong Kong Star, Maguan further back, Peep on the sly, Arctic Scent. Jadiva Bell back behind them, Just Sterling. Seasky with Cammy's Boy and Quick Fix near the tail.
Win of 5 Zuccarino, 420 and 150, 4 Salius, 230, 3rd, 2 Istadad, 530.
On the Super Tab, 5 Zuccarino, 440, 170. Number 4, Salius to return 250 and 2 Istadad, 430.
Number 2 Istadad, it's rattled home to run 3rd, you'll find, but Zuccarino home. Dan Brereton for Jim Mason here, number 5. Number 5, Zuccarino, raced right up on the speed and has scored from Salius, number 4. And third, the eye catcher, Istadad. Nice and fresh today, this import. He wanted to jump out and get going today. Settled up in the first 5 or 6. Lost his posse at the bottom of the straight, but his best work was late. And he was flashing home to run the third ahead of number 10, Hong Kong Star in 4th placing. 5.42 and 123.3. Well, Jadiva Bell, fresh last week, last start. She was up and pulling her way up towards the lead. Today, she wasn't brilliant away and she got back. She was still last on the turn, still last to the 300, Jadiva Bell. She picked up a little ground late.
All right, at the barrier, Newcastle race.
This is Triple S, the good sports on the National Racing and Sporting. $7.60 and there were no scratchings. Brisbane race number 6. Numbers there 5, 9, 6. 5, Sahara Andy, 10.20 the win and 2.30 the place. Second went to number 9, Blue Arrow, paid $4.10. 6, Shadrock, $1.60. Quinella, 124.10. Trifecta, 1,289.70. Treble, 215. The numbers, $196.70. Scratchings the 6. Brisbane were 3 and 7. Here's Sandown, race 7.
Moody Valley tonight, magnificent night.
They're getting set. Race 6 from the Gold Coast, 3, 4, 12. Gentle Wind, $2.10, 104. 4, Calvert Prince, $2.10. 12, Miss Carwaneeg, $5.50. The Quinella, $5.30, $5.30. Exacta, $4.30, $4.30. And the Trifecta, $167 even. $167, 1.5 lengths by 2.5. The time to come.
He goes up and they're ready to go. Set to run now. Desiree, the inside Tarbob, going for 8 in a row. They're off and running now. Desiree's gone away reasonably. Tarbob first out. Centric showing good speed further out. Grass Valley, Northern Embossing dropping in behind and wider out Supercut and our Pompeii. Cautious Cavalier starting to drop back with Exciting Ranch and Ben Cowan. Down the straight the first time. Grass Valley and our Pompeii go up to head off now. Tarbob and on the fence Centrix. He's easing back on our Pompeii and Grass Valley's left in front. There's no pace. Tarbob pulling his way up on the outside to head him now with a lap to go. And Tarbob under restraint, but nothing wants to lead. He leads. Centrix is starting to push forward up in the middle. Centrix going around the outside now at the 1800 metre mark where Tarbob leads Centrix and Grass Valley, our Pompeii. 1.5 Desiree Supercut and then further back Northern Embossing, Exciting Ranch, Ben Cowan and Cautious Cavalier last of all. Tarbob in front at the 1600 metre mark, 1.5 lengths to Centrix. Third is Grass Valley, 1 to our Pompeii, 4th. Out in the running line, 1 length to Desiree, 5th, 1 then to Supercut, 6th. They're followed by Exciting Ranch, a bit closer over that crossing now outside at Northern Embossing. 2 further back then is Ben Cowan and Cautious Cavalier last of all. Down the back, 13.50 out. Tarbob in front today, 1.5 lengths to Centrix, 1 to Grass Valley, 1 then to our Pompeii, 4th out, 1 wide, 1.5 lengths Desiree, 5th, 1/2 to Supercut. 2 further back Northern Embossing, covering up Exciting Ranch, 1 then to Ben Cowan and 1.5 to Cautious Cavalier. They go down the back and Tarbob's still the leader, nearly 1 length to Centrix as they go to the 1,000 metre mark now. Third is Grass Valley, 1 to our Pompeii, 4th, 1 to Desiree, 5th, and they're followed further back by Supercut, 6th, then Exciting Ranch, 7th, 8th the outside would have been Northern Embossing, 9th 2 lengths away in the field would have been Ben Cowan, and 10th last of the runners on the inside, Cautious Cavalier. They come off the back straight now, they go towards the 750, Tarbob, nearly 1 length to Centrix, 2nd, no change in the order, Grass Valley 3rd, our Pompeii is 4th, 2 further back, Desiree outside at Supercut, running 6th, 1.5 lengths, Northern Embossing about to come to the outside, waiting is Exciting Ranch back on the fence, and then Ben Cowan followed further back by Cautious Cavalier. Tarbob turns for home, tackled on the outside by Centrix. Our Pompeii ranges up on the outside to join them now from Grass Valley, then Supercut and Northern Embossing down the outside, a gap Exciting Ranch. Our Pompeii's at the front of the 200 metre mark now, drew 1.5 lengths, Supercut after him from Grass Valley, then Exciting Ranch, but our Pompeii's got the $1 million today. He shot away from Supercut and Grass Valley, and the old-timer, our Pompeii, is going to bolt in. Our Pompeii scores on the line 4 lengths. 2nd in the race, Supercut, Exciting Ranch ahead away 3rd. 4th is Grass Valley, a gap Desiree, then Northern Embossing, Ben Gowan, followed further back by Tarbob, not suited in front, followed further back by 2nd last Centrix, and last of all is Cautious Cavalier.
6 our Pompeii, 8.60 and 2.50. 1 Supercut, 1.60. 3 Exciting Ranch, $1.70.
On the Super Tab, number 6, our Pompeii to return $7.90, 2.30. 1 Supercut to pay $1.70, and number 3, Exciting Ranch, $1.70. That daily double should pay for 6 our Pompeii, $74. The National Racing Service, Triple S, the Good Sports, and Adelaide coming up at 4:43. Let's have a look at an update there. Race number 6, second leg of the double. 1 is out. 2 Wing Foot 21 560.